Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll show you my new mega base in Wuling 1.4. In this patch, a new element is added into the game. The gas. We'll be making the new Pyrrolite parts and components, and with all base deployed, you can even get an empty Sub AIC. You also have a full control on the new gear component craft speed. Anyways, without talking too much, let's go. The video is a bit long because I'll guide you step by step to make the most efficient ultimate factory. Let's start with the pre-requirements. First of all, reach regional development level 21 at least to get the max mineral purity. Very easy to reach by unlocking the new depot node, leveling up existing facilities and leveling up new outpost. The new stock redistribution terminal on left side of the YingLung pass. Just teleport to this deploy waypoint and go get it. Connect mining rigs on all new mineral places except for gas. I'll guide you personally for the gas connections. Then get all these upgrade nodes in the Wuling AIC plan. In the end, complete the side mission, fissure filling and land grouting to unlock 2 locations with Xeragen. It's very important to unlock all Xeragen locations, so do the side mission first. My guide has a blueprint to finish it quick, so you can just use it together with my old 1.3 blueprint guide. You should have this amount of ore yield at the end. If not, check all mining rigs are working on those areas. These are the upgrades you need in different AIC. Core AIC get area expansion 2 and at least the 4th upgrade on bottom side to get 20 depot bus action limit. Jinyu Sub AIC get area expansion 2 and unlock Wuling depot bus. Markerstone Sub AIC get area expansion 2 and 2 upgrades on bottom side. In the end, at YingLung Pass, Sub AIC get area expansion 1 and unlock Wuling depot bus. With this new patch, you need to nuke the old base, so let's delete everything from all AIC area. Now let's import the blueprints. Click on Blueprints, then go to Shared Blueprints, and then Import Blueprints. Then import the codes you can find in the description or pinned comment. You can also check the Google document link to copy-paste them easier, especially for mobile users. If you're manually typing the codes, pay attention to O and 0. And just know that there are no L in codes, lowercase or uppercase. If you see this symbol, it is an uppercase I. So for example, if you see this code, all these letters are uppercase I, they are not lowercase l. And make sure there are no space at the beginning or at the end, as it gives an error. Check there are no items on the ground, it will restrict the deployment area. If you deployed a hologram, build it first and submit it, and then connect the linked part. All blueprint codes works 100%, so if you get errors, it's a problem on your end. So double check if you've done it properly. You will need to have enough materials in the depot to kickstart, so some SSC batteries, 150 sand lifts, and 300 Yagen. Approximately around 1000 of copper parts to craft the facilities, and of course some Xeranite as well, to craft the basic facilities. If you don't have them, then just use the temporary Xeranite blueprint. Put the sand lifts in this seed machine, and Yagen in this seed machine. Connect a water pump, connect a water pipe to this one, and this one. And wait some time to get some. Same for the temporary cuprium blueprint. Just connect the 2 water pumps. To these 2 and wait to get some cuprium parts. Once again, make sure you have deleted everything from all AIC area. Let's go to Markerstone Sub AIC. Move the map having the acid lake on your right side. Move the core to top left side and put 3 temporary thermal banks here. Place some batteries in it as temporary energy source. Here I will need you to connect the 2 conduits to get the inner gen. You just need 2 gas extractor, each one to 1 conduit. Move the 2 outputs above the base for now. Connect 7 fluid pumps in the lake. You can use the camera rotation trick to see a bigger area. Push to the most top side and then rotate. And if you cannot deploy here because of the fisherman, just move your character to the top left corner, so very far away. This way the game doesn't load their physical models so you can deploy down. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Power them up and drag the pipes ready for use. Deploy down marker stone Sub AIC blueprint on the most bottom side. And connect 6 water pipes to this area I marked with the water icons. Now take 1 inner gen conduit outlet and move it to the bottom side and connect it to this pipe here. That's all for now. Just wait some time and you will produce a Xiranite from this area. Let's go now to the core AIC area. Here you will need 60 per minute inner gen output conduit. On top side, facing the river on right side, you can find 4 inner gen mines. Here as well, use the camera rotation trick. Just use the pipe converger to combine 3 gas extractor. And drag them into a conduit inlet, and then connect to a conduit outlet. And put it somewhere as we're going to use it later. Face the map having the river on your right side, just like I said earlier. Move the core to the bottom left. You will need 9 fluid pumps on right side. Start from the very top left. If you want, facing top is easier to deploy the fluid pumps for now. At the distance of every 2, deploy a fluid pump. You can fit all 9 here. Let's power them up. And deploy down Wuling 1. Matching the top right corner. Just deploy 1 row below the yellow line, so it's easier to see the pipes. Deploy Wuling 2 on its left side, matching the depot bus. Now deploy Wuling 3 on bottom side, matching this belt here. like this. In the end, Wuling 4 on its left side. At this point, let's connect all 9 water pumps into these 9 pipes on top right side, where I marked with water. Make sure each fluid pump is into one pipe. Small trick, 5th pump into the 5th pipe. Then it will be easy. Then deploy a fluid supply unit under miscellaneous, fluid supply unit, below the last fluid pump. And then connect this water pipe coming out from the base to it. Double check is a pipe coming out from the base, and it is into a fluid supply unit. In the end, move the Energen output you got earlier here to replace this conduit outlet. Now the core AIC is fully functional. For the next step, you have 2 options. If you want an empty SubAIC at the end, then let's continue. Move the core around this position here. And deploy down Wuling Alternate 1. On this position, matching the depot bus. In the end, put Wuling Alt 2 on bottom right corner, 1 tile above the yellow line. Just to see better the pipe, no other reason. At this point, put 1 stack of Sandleaf in each of these 3 seed machines. And 1 stack of Yagen in each of these 6 seed machines. On right side. Deploy 3 fluid pumps on right side. Power up and connect them to these 3 pipes I marked with the water icon. And that's it. In case you don't want this part in the core AIC, then let's go to the Jinyu Valley Sub AIC and face the map having the lake above. Move the core to bottom right side. Get the 3 fluid pumps. And then deploy Jinyu Valley Sub AIC blueprint. Matching the left side. It's fully AFK, so you don't have to place manually the crops here. Just connect the 3 water fluid pumps into these 3 pipes I marked. Now move the core to take the ferrum dust, like this. And wait a bit for it to start to work. Make sure to use just one option between Jinyu Valley SubAIC and Wuling Alt 1 plus 2, don't do both options. And then here are the core AIC area, the Curpium processing zone. The blueprint by default will use 12 water treatment units to process the sewage. If you don't want to use them and save 600 power usage, you can use the blueprint Purification Node. Just delete this area without touching the protocol stash, so starting from here. Remove all this zone and deploy down the blueprint. Purification Node. Matching the 3 pipes coming from topside. And then connect those conduits inlets to the one you've linked to the purification nodes in the test area. I want to show you the process since it's very simple. Just keep repeating the outlet-inlet process until you reach the destination. You don't have to drag back the zircon effluent. They are basically useless, since we don't have the spare original ore to turn them into more batteries, so just leave them there. So again, use this small plugin only if you want to process sewage using the Purification Nodes instead of 600 power usage treatment units. It's not a big issue anyways, so if you're lazy, just leave it with the blueprint default water treatment units. And now just the new in-loop as outpost remain. The preparation phase for this one is the longest. I'll need you to prepare the following conduit outlets. One 20 per minute energen outlet, so just one gas extractor into an inlet. Then one water fluid pump outlet, and you can get it here, on right side. And then one acid fluid pump outlet, and it's right below the normal leak. In the end, the most big one, a 100 per minute Xyragen outlet. This is the most hard one. As you know from the new map North Wuling Exclusion Zone, you have 3 Xyragen spots. Last 2 are locked behind the fish request. You just have to merge all gas extractors into one single pipe and it will be 100 per minute speed Xyragen output. So connect them like this, starting from the furthest. One extractor into one conduit inlet. Use this teleport waypoint as connection. Just an outlet into another inlet. And then to this location here on left side. And combine these 2 new gas extractor and the outlet into one pipe with the converger. So you can press Z, facility list, converger. And then into another inlet. Now TP to this teleport waypoint here, right below. Outlet to an inlet. Now sentry base, teleport waypoint. Outlet to inlet again. And just go to this last location. Outlet. Merge the 2 new gas extractor and outlet into the last single pipe. And then into another inlet. In the end, just start connection and TP to the Sub AIC. And just connect to the final outlet. Now you have at the base an outlet with 100 per minute Xyragen output. Once you've done with all conduits preparation, put them on a side together. You can put on bottom side as well, here is deployable. Especially if you have the map sides too, you can just deploy downside. Move the core to the bottom left side. most bottom left side. And deploy YingLung pass bottom to the most bottom side like this. Now just put YingLung pass top above it. Matching the depot bus. If you see this error when deploying down the blueprint, pipe logistic limit exceed, remove some and try again. Just remove all useless pipe logistics outside of the base, but it should not happen. Even with the full blueprint, you still have around 25 limits. Now I want you to listen very carefully. On bottom side, you see this icon of Energen. Move the Energen outlet and pipe to this input here. On left side, move the Xyragen outlet and pipe it to this input here. Or this way. Right above you need a water input, so move the water outlet here and connect it. In the end, on top left side, replace this conduit outlet with the acid outlet that actually works, so the one you prepared earlier. And make sure they are all working, so you can see it's putting out the acid. It's working. Now the last step, let's go back to the marker stone Sub AIC and remove the temporary thermal banks. So far the base are using most materials but 2 lines of coprium, so 60 per minute coprium are unused. But I'll give you 2 options. Both makes the same side products, only main item changes. If you want some syringe or tea for personal uses or sell them, you can use the blueprint extra 1. Just deploy it above the depot bus, toward the right side. Drag the 7th water pipe into this input and drag 1 acid pipe to this other input here on top side. Now just put 1 stack of Yagen or Jincao in this seed machine, depending on which healing item you want to craft. I already set up the output for both type of items, so no need to worry. Delete this conduit outlet and replace it with the second Energen outlet you prepared at the beginning. Now turn off this protocol stash and set on storage mode. Move the core to this corner and set the top right side output as a heavy Xyranite. If you want some Hetonite parts to build the turrets, then you can use the blueprint extra 2. Same here, just deploy above the depot bus. And drag 1 acid pipe into this input here. While this pipe coming out from the base, connected to a fluid supply unit into the acid lake. So make sure it's coming out from the base, and it is into a fluid supply unit. Same here, delete this conduit outlet, and replace with the second Energen outlet you prepared. Move the core here, and set the top right side output as a heavy Xyranite. Now you're done with all blueprint deployments. Time to set the Metastorage Transfer. Set it as dense originum powder. And since I already know someone will ask about it, let me explain it. again. The Metastorage Transfer generates out of nowhere the material, and it doesn't consume anything from your Volley 4 depot. But you need to reach Volley 4 regional development level to max, so level 12 first. Just make sure it's set on Metastorage instead of a stockpile transfer. So you can just go to Regional Transfer. Doesn't matter which one you have now, click on Edit, and then Stop Transfer. Now click on Edit again. Here remember to switch to Metastorage. Now click on Wuling, select the dense original powder, and start the transfer. About power usage, the base by default uses 3 thermal banks, so we'll use 4.5 batteries per minute. If you don't have too many facilities around, and you're using batteries in your turrets, and you use the Purification Nodes instead of water treatment unit, 2 thermal banks should be enough, so you can just turn one off. If you use the Jinyu Volley Sub AIC blueprint, then just edit from here, else the thermal banks are in the core AIC, here. With the update of the gears crafting, now you just have to craft the newest gear components, so it's much easier to handle. The base by default will produce 3 Pyrrolite components per minute, equal to 4320 per day, but it's fully customizable. Here, at the core AIC, you can find 2 switches. By default, only the top one is off, so you're making 3 Pyrrolite components per minute. If you turn it on, and then turn off the bottom side one, then you will make 6 Pyrrolite components per minute. While if you turn both off, then you'll make 7.5 per minute, the cost of increasing the heavy Xeranite usage. At full speed, so 7.5 per minute, you consume 15 heavy Xeranite per minute. So let's take a look into the base productions. The base will be making 14.75 batteries per minute, using help of dense original powder from Metastorage, then 24 heavy Xeranite per minute, and 12 Pyrrolite parts per minute. And all the production depends on extra 1 or 2. Both extra blueprints will be making 200 of canister and a separator core, to upgrade the exploration items. You can just go to the gas mine and manually fill them. It will also keep making the coupon parts for you to craft different facilities until you reach the depot limit. You can turn it off if your depot stock is sufficient, so you craft full speed the main product. On top side of extra 1 or extra 2, you'll make 500 of liquid heavy Xeranite as well, in case you need them for exploration to clear the blight. Since 200 canister and separator units are fast to reach, the only thing that slows the main product is the coupon parts. If it's shut down, so full speed 60 minutes coupon into the main product, for extra 1 you'll be making 3 Yajan syringe or Tinsao tea per minute. For extra 2, you'll make 1.5 Hetonite parts per minute. The base will also slowly stock up the normal Xeranite, so you will never miss them. You can check this infograph to see the final income. About the unused ferrium, just leave them there. Everything in the base and every graph number are correct, so even if you see the DOP usage higher than yield, it's normal. The yield from the Metastorage Transfer is not shown in the graph, so 25 per minute yield is invisible. That's why this 295 usage is correct. Even if your dense original powder reaches 0, which should not happen unless you modify the base, it's still okay, because I use what I produce for the DOP situation. 12 per minute battery line is fully self-sustained. It doesn't rely on dense original powder from the depot. And this circuit, don't touch it. It limits the flow rate to 25 per minute. Anyways, that's it. Hope this video helped you, and see you in the next one. Bye!